Hello. I just realized I wanted to use a different color ukulele, but I can't reach it. Oh, it's stuck in my chair. Come on, buddy. Okay. I've been trying to learn not to use my blue one when I'm sad and my yellow one when I'm happy, but the other way around. To see yellow as cheering when you're sad and blue as calming when you're excessively happy. So I brought my blue with me today because I was feeling really happy. But then I had a stressful conversation where I realized I had gone against my own gut instinct on something, and it was something big. And then I realized I had let someone talk me out of my feelings, and that's like a theme in my life that's really horrific and has been like, it's left a trail of absolute destruction, emotionally, physically, geographically, materially. I have a huge trail of destruction from people talking me out of me. And really the real injuries are that I let them. I believe in them, and then I change my mind and I sell their points as my own, and then I later wake up to it like, what was I doing? That wasn't what I thought or what I felt. It was what they thought and what they felt. And then I adopted it and adapted to it, and then changed my mind and changed my opinion. And then sometimes all it takes is telling somebody else my new fake reality and having them go, what? Why would you do that? And then I'm like, wait, what? You agree with my original instinct? And then the whole thing melts or topples like a house of cards. And then I'm like back to who I actually am once again. So it's a lot easier to just stop deviating from yourself. Just hold your own center and believe in it. You know, that's a lot easier in the long run. Both are painful, is I guess what I'm saying. So that's why I'm not like happy and needing to be calmed, but I'm not necessarily sad and needing to be cheered. I feel like I'm vibrating with too much energy and I'm not relaxing. So it's just not the best feeling. But I'm in the Meyer parking lot in hopefully my brand new home, which is like a grocery store / Target kind of place. Anyway. This sounds terrible. Oh yeah, whenever I try to tune by ear, it sounds terribler. Alright, well, some people are good at some things, some people are good at other things. Let's see. Oh, can't tune it. The tuner's missing. I guess I'm blue, which means I'm happy and calming myself. That's probably accurate. Here you go. Too many feelings like clouds in the sky floating by, staying still. In my mind I'm holding on to what I see in you, like a lifeline coming true. And I'm louder now, and I'm finding my voice, and I don't feel like I have a choice. But I always have a choice. Yeah, I'm louder now and I'm finding my own voice, and I know I have a choice, but it feels like I am traveling in outer space, like a pinball spaceship flying through sky by my feet if you have to, by my heels if you want to, by my feet if you have to, but let me please, please, please float upward finally, 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 fine. What is that about? Okay, I'm just kidding. I know exactly what that was about, but it's very annoying to be a changeable, people-pleasable person. It's very annoying. If you think people-pleasing sounds fun because you end up getting to be so so likable, if you think that sounds really delightful because then you're likable, it's actually not delightful at all. And I have met so many people who go from being people pleasers to being hermits. And why would the reason for that be unless it's absolutely not delightful? It's a terrible, terrible ordeal that comes off like the most delightful personality type. People pleasing is, I swear, one of the most misunderstood things, because you always come off like you're the kindest, like you care the most, like you are like social glue. Like you're gonna kind of hold the whole thing together. Sometimes they're the event organizers, sometimes they're just the people at the party that are trying to make sure everyone's being talked to, you know. It's a very no one asked you to do it, but you're exhausting yourself out of some sort of internal compass, and you're looking around the room at other people who aren't exhausting themselves over these random shoulds, and they're just being themselves, and eventually I think something snaps, and it doesn't make you become like them at a social level, it makes you become like those non-people pleasing people at a small cloistered introvert level of you and a few trusted others, because you still don't. I think if you've ever had that kind of compass of care for the room, care for the town, care for the whole society, the church, the whatever. If you've ever had that compass that feels like a pressure inside of you to try to make things better for many, many people, including people not close to you, you are likely to burn out from that. And the part of me, I don't know that I would have ever burned out. What it was is I became envious. I became envious of all of you who looked like you could just be your, no offense, selfish self. The way I'm my selfish self when I'm alone. I'm doing anything I want to do right now, and I'm doing it the way I want to do it, and I'm making up songs the way I want to do it. But I have met so many people who are able to do that inside of a crowd. They speak the way they want to speak, or in a relationship, or in a family. They just walk into the family and they just speak their mind, and they are confident and kind of sassy and sometimes aggressive, and everyone's oftentimes tiptoeing around them or walking on eggshells around them, and I've always envied that or admired that. But that is a thing that exists in systems with things orbiting around it. And I've been the orbiter in most systems, or an orbiter or a puller together, or I've always tried to have value, so sometimes I'm trying to find value by serving, making a festival for people, or making compilation albums for people. I'm trying to serve so that you all value me as much as I value what I see in you. But when that value isn't there, but now you're burnt out because you've been trying to do so much, or maybe the value is there, but you had your own spiritual, emotional, whatever, catharsis and epiphanies around those experiences, and you realize that wasn't worth it for me to continue doing it. Not that one experience maybe wasn't worth it, but it's not worth it to do it over and over and over again for the rest of your life, is what I've come to realize. And so instead, I just work on being my outspoken self, either on my YouTube channel or with, my boyfriend and my sister, and then I try in other places too, like my sister-in-law or a niece or nephew, or sometimes my brother, or sometimes my parents, or, just other people I'm close to. I won't just list all the people I like. Anyway. Floating upward to the clouds. It's like a paradise, paradigm shifting. I of time in fingers or toes. It's ringing louder now, and I'm changing before my eyes, before my inner eyes and mind, and it is fine, and I'm not afraid, and it is great, and I'm so glad for this great big mess that I've made here. Well, not here, kind of nearby. Here, 3 hours away, 1.5 each way from here. From here, and our fresh starts really real. Can we get started at being a little less broken-hearted? I don't know, but I will hold you close for the rest of my time, 'cause you're my only friend. You're the dearest one I've found, and I'm finding I'm not afraid this time, and I'm not afraid this time. It's so rare to be not scared of time. It's so rare and strange to be where I am in time. It's so strange and misleading to be feeling so fine in all the changes, all the rearranging of time. On my side, it's on my side. You're on my side, and life is on my side. It's on my side. La-di-doo, la-di-dee, la-di-doo, la-di-dee, da-da, da-di-da-dum, do-da-dee-dee-doo, do-da-da-da-dee. I wanna drink a beer on the porch with you and celebrate our new life coming true. Wanna drink a beer on the porch with you and celebrate our new time coming true. True. I wanna drive past our new house all day. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's me and you. I wanna celebrate, and I wanna say this world with you is great. I wanna celebrate, and I wanna say this world with you is great. I wanna celebrate, I wanna say this world with you is great. I wanna celebrate, I wanna say and know this world with you is great. Well, thanks for coming to my show. I forgot I started doing intros. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me make up songs while I was feeling things. I'm definitely feeling a little backed up these days in terms of like a lot of changes without a lot of time to process them. Doing this like home buyers class and paperwork, and talking with a realtor and seeing houses and growing my business and working on a recital for all those kids, and just like, it's just a lot. I'm really excited about all of a lot. Learning and changing and growing, and money and houses and knowing things, and just being unafraid, trying to have wings, but also trying to believe in ground. Why am I covering that up? Whatever. I'm getting older, and I've been up and down with my weight my whole life, so there it is. Also, I probably squeeze my voice too much when I sing. I used to think it meant something, but I've had my thyroid tested a bunch of times, so it's all okay. Love the people you love. Be present. You can love things. They don't have to love you back. You can love yourself. And no one has to love you back for you to learn to do that. It's a pretty epic thing. And you'll become more lovable as well in the process. But it's not about selfishness or narcissism. It's just about believing that your time in this skin, on this planet, in the place you are, in the space you are right now, has value. Because it does. All right. Bye.